Can I just go around and get some comments from the tables? And you'll probably notice I'm going to write down the answers to this to do that. So, can we start here? What's something? Just one thing that each of the tables said, and then we might go around.
Liz and I discussed a number of things. It's challenging because of the perception.
Yeah, students' perceptions.
Yes, yeah, there's some perception and what they perceive their ability to be. For example, if they're given a task and they've achieved that, their perception is, now why should I do more? Can't I have some choosing time, laptop time? They will be praised instead of given more work or more challenging tasks.
Yeah, so their perception, yeah, self-perception. You know, I understand exactly what you're saying. I experienced that. So, next table.
One of the things we spoke about was developing a culture of challenging the kids, so that there is an expectation that there are high standards right from prep right up to year 6 level, so that there are those expectations that kids will be challenged.
So the culture of the challenge. How do you establish? Do you have any particular ways in which you do that? Establish that culture.
Well, you could with your grade discuss sort of a mantra about, and just about taking risks and establishing that idea of, if it's too easy, am I really learning? And to constantly be expecting to be challenging yourself.
Okay, yeah, so that you actually talk to the kids about it all the time. Yeah,
about it.
Yeah. That's, so, going to there? Down the back?
Oh, I suppose we talked a little bit about what makes it difficult sometimes is teacher capacity. They don't actually know where to take the children to the next level in their thinking. And it requires planning and it requires work on behalf of the teacher to get that knowledge.
Yeah. So the teacher capacity, but it's also the planning, the orientation to doing it, yeah. And down the back?
Resourcing. You need time to develop special programs for those kids as well.
Yeah.
Time and resources and dollars.
And these are resource things, but again, in the overall scope of thing, it's important enough, thinking about that. Yeah. This table,
I think that it's been mentioned, it's the planning and being able to cater for so many different levels within your classroom, and then being exciting and having passion about maths, and that seems to be the way that you get the kids, the challenge. If they, and people, we're sort of piggybacking on the ideas that if the teacher is passionate and the kids know that there's a high level and you can plan for it, but then that's the challenge, being able to do all those things.
Yeah, and it is actually a priority thing to, how do you do that? You guys, what did you say?
We pretty much talked about first taking like their kids' perceptions and their attitudes towards it. Like some students do sort of, like they like to stay in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
So in terms of trying to challenge your students who are used to doing things a specific way, it's part of the challenge as well, and to actually get them motivated to challenge themselves and respond to that challenge culture.
And you guys?
And we talked in the secondary school about the problem of peers calling you a nerd or something if you move on, and how you have to move the culture of the school away from valuing being academic.
Yeah. And that's, for secondary schools, that's a really powerful thing, that the kids don't want to show out as being trying, as even trying to do that, whereas they're prepared to sing well or dance well or play sport well, but to do that. Look, thanks for that. I was just interested in getting that. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit. Can I just suggest, there's two things that have happened in sort of the sessions recently that would go to, how do you actually establish this? I heard someone mention comfort zone. A school talked to the kids about a zone of confusion. And what it means is the teacher would say, we're going to go into the zone of confusion for 5 minutes. So the kids, we're going to be confused, okay. So that they don't, when they are confused, it doesn't matter they're confused because that you've told them they're going to be confused. I thought it was a nice little thing to do. And someone actually mentioned, it might have even been you guys, who, 4 before me? And I don't even remember what the 4 before me was, but it was like a thing that they did with the kids, that before you come and ask me a question about this, you've got to do 4 things. Anyone know what the 4 things are? We could probably make them up, but it was actually sort of an interesting thing that you say you're not allowed, because so many of the classes you see where the task is posed, and like a nanosecond later, there's all these hands up wanting to get help. And so trying to work out ways to do that. Anyway, look, I just raised that because I think it's a challenge for the schools, but it's actually a challenge for me because in a sense, I think it's really important, and I've got some ideas of how you work, suggestions I could make for how you do it. But those sorts of things are, in a sense, programmatic, and it's a bit like the theme of the day. It's a whole school approach that's needed to be taken to do that. Anyway, look, I'm really looking forward to seeing the presentations, and I'm going to have the opportunity to make some comments after each one of them finishes. So.